The controllers have to show up for work, right? They have to come to work. They're part of our critical infrastructure. The problem is they're going to show up for work and they're not going to get paychecks. And like everybody here, these are working men and women who rely on their paychecks, and they set up their payments consistent with when their paychecks are going to come in. And they're going to do the work, they're not going to get the check, and again, they have bills they have to pay. So now they're thinking about that at the same time that they're controlling the airspace, which I don't like that. That is not, we want them to leave their personal problems at the door when they go into a tower or into a facility. I want to be clear, do I think they're more stressed right now in our towers? Yes. Is our airspace unsafe? No. Right? If we think there's issues in the airspace, we will shut it down, we will close it down, we will delay. But again, it's creating a ripple effect for our controllers. Essential air service, that is going to be impacted as of Sunday. It was going to be Thursday. We found some more money to put into it. We're trying to do the best we can to keep this process with minimal impact. In regard to controllers, yeah, there's controllers that have called out sick, so we're tracking it, and I don't have a continual problem in one area. Right, there's been, one facility one day, another facility another day. Some areas there's been a 50% reduction in some of the staffing. And again, we're tracking it, and we take the appropriate action necessary to make sure our skies are safe. And again, we have great managers that are here. If we see there's issues in the tower that are affecting controllers' ability to effectively control the airspace, we'll reduce the rate, and you'll see more delays, or you might see a cancellation. I'm willing to do that before we're willing to risk anyone's life in the air. These are high-skilled, high-performing, safety-driven professionals that I don't want them driving Uber. I don't want them finding a second job to pay the bills. I want them to get paid for the work they're doing today, keeping our planes in the air and our skies safe.
I'm here to advocate for the end to the shutdown. We need to bring this shutdown to a close so that the Federal Aviation Administration and the committed aviation safety professionals can put this distraction behind us and completely focus on their vital work. This work does include fulfilling Secretary Duffy's goals of accelerating the hiring of air traffic controllers he just spoke about and modernizing our air traffic control system. Both initiatives are long overdue and require our immediate and our full attention. We do not have the luxury of time. We do not have time to waste on the unnecessary distractions created by this shutdown. So our message is clear: end the shutdown.
Is the air traffic control system safe? Yes. Secretary Duffy nailed it. It is very, very safe. But we have to be on the forefront of making sure that our air traffic controllers and technicians have the very best. When they have the very best, you have the very best. Let's please collectively get behind this, and let's make sure that this government shutdown is over in a hurry.
You're talking about Second Avenue subway and the Gateway project. Just let's be clear, these are the two biggest projects in the Western Hemisphere. They're massive projects. Several months ago, I sent out a letter telling everyone who receives federal money to follow the law. And again, this is in regard to disadvantaged businesses. So there has been a tendency with some of these projects to look at race and sex as a disadvantaged business as opposed to the size of the company as a disadvantaged business. This is unconstitutional. It's contrary to law. And so we had sent out notice, again, months ago. We let them know that this was going to go under review. When the shutdown happened, our Civil Rights Division, most of it was furloughed, so the review process is going to take longer than what we would anticipate.